Disclaimer: I do not claim to be an expert on the Myers-Briggs type indicator or the Enneagram theory. I'm just a guy who so happens to be interested in the theories. This video all in all isn't factual and is instead supposed to be just a casual discussion on Satania's personality type and Enneagram number. For fun. Please correct me or even debate my final verdict on this topic in the comments below. Satania. Everyone loves her. Anyone who doesn't will be executed. Why do we love Satania? If you don't know the answer yet, how did you even find this video? I mean, like, it's public, but Egosnate 2 can't have that much exposure already. Anyway, go to my main channel to see my main Satania video for August 15. In this video specifically, we'll be discussing Satania's MBTI type as well as her Enneagram number. What's that, you ask? I mean, you could Google it, but you're already here, so I'll tell you quickly. Myers-Briggs type indicator is a personality test with the purpose of indicating preferences in the way a person sees the world and makes decisions accordingly. Long time ago, there was this guy called Jung who proposed the personality type theory. Two women, Catherine Cook Briggs and her daughter Isabel Briggs Myers, constructed the MBTI theory based on this original personality type theory. Each personality type consists of 4 letters called functions. Each function has 2 options in what they could be, allowing for 16 different unique personality types. Enneagrams are another type of personality theory. They're interesting since all the 9 types are interconnected and it's totally possible to see yourself in multiple types, but one will be dominant. Thusly, Enneagrams can have wings. These wings complement your basic personality and add important elements to the total personality. With that super crude explanation out of the way, let's start with Satania's MBTI type. Firstly, we have to decide between an E or an I for Satania, these standing for extrovert and introvert respectively. This is determined by how we gain energy. Introverts regain energy from being alone and tend to form few close relationships, work independently, and reflect on decisions. Extroverts, oppositely, gain energy from social interaction and being in the outside world. They tend to actively seek interaction, form many relationships, and act more immediately. Satania seems to only keep few relationships as we only ever see her with the rest of the main cast. However, she does seem to be able to interact with others easily, as seen with the student president. She is also definitely impulsive and constantly speaks out about her thoughts. From my observation, Satania doesn't ever seem to be tired out or drained by activities with her friends, which suggests to me that Satania is, indeed, an extrovert. Now, the next letter that appears is either an S or an N. S stands for sensory and N stands for intuitive because I was already taken. This is the way we take in and gain information. A sensory function is indicated by the person processing information through the senses, obviously. People with a sensory function are often practical, notice details, and gather information from what they observe. On the other hand, an intuitive function processes information through patterns. They are more abstract thinkers who take into account future possibilities and are much more idealistic and inventive. This was a tough one for me considering Satania is often invested in her future and her schemes are definitely inventive and intuitive. However, Satania does display blatant short-sightedness and often considers more short-term effects than long-term. She's definitely more practical and, as displayed from her reactions to the Hell Shopping Network, is much more impulsive and does seem to process information much more from tangible things she detects from her senses, leading me to type her second function as sensory. Third function. A T stands for thinking and F stands for feeling. This is how we make decisions. Thinkers make decisions based on logic and fact, are often critical and ultimately make decisions with their head. Feelers, on the other hand, decide with their heart and judge things based on their emotions. They are passionate and give priority to relationships over truth. This one's a quick section because I bet we can all see Satania is most definitely an F. The fourth function expresses how we implement the information and decisions into our overall lives. J, standing for judging, states that one likes to finish one job before starting the next, is more controlled and organized, as well as tending to stick to a plan. The perceiving, on the other hand, starts many things without finishing, is more spontaneous and relaxed, and tends to change decisions abruptly. Satania does often finish jobs before starting the next, but only because her plans fail spectacularly almost immediately. This was, in my opinion, another easy pick. Satania is most probably a perceiver. With those 4 functions decided, we can spell the word that best describes Satania. Wait, no, hold up, that's an acronym. ESFP it is. The ESFP is nicknamed the entertainer or the performer. The ESFP is characterized by spontaneity, energeticness, and being fun-loving people. They love being the center of attention and tend to get caught up in the moment. Their weaknesses include being easily bored, unfocused, and sensitive. I personally think that's a damn good description of our favorite archdemon. But wait, there's more! Enneagrams. Which one is she? So you don't have to go researching for yourself to figure out if you disagree with me, I'ma lay them out for you. Principled, purposeful, perfectionistic. Nickname, the perfectionist or the rational. Generous, people-pleasing, possessive. Nickname, the advisor or the giver. Adaptive, driven, image-conscious, and success-oriented. Nickname, the achiever. Sensitive, withdrawn, expressive, dramatic, self-absorbed. Nickname, the individualist. Receptive, innovative, secretive, and isolated. Nickname, the thinker or the investigator. Engaging, responsible, anxious, suspicious. Nickname, the loyalist or the guardian. Spontaneous, versatile, scattered, distractible. Nickname, the enthusiast or the adventurer. Confident, decisive, willful, confrontational. Nickname, the challenger or the leader. Receptive, reassuring, agreeable, complacent, and easygoing. Nickname, the peacemaker. I would say Satania is a 3. Their basic fear is worthlessness and basic desire is to feel valuable. They are authentic but prone to deceit, and their fixation is vanity. However, Satania could also seem like a 7 due to her spontaneity and scattered nature. However, I don't believe she is a 7, as their basic desire is to be satisfied and content. Satania clearly aims for more and desires to be the best. Actually a temptation of the 3. She ain't no Yoshikage Kira, she definitely won't settle with content and satisfied. One thing I failed to mention about wings is that they're most often the types next to each other. Of the 2, I feel like her wing would be a 4. Satania is highly individualistic, and a 4's vice is envy. A feeling Satania does seem to often feel when left out, as well as being one of the 7 deadly sins. In conclusion, I'd say Satania is a 3-wing 4. Closing statements. I've concluded that Satania is an ESFP with a 3W4 Enneagram. But as the disclaimer said, I'm not an expert on this stuff. Also, most of this is pseudoscience anyways. But if you have any objections and want to share it, go ahead and comment below. Or you could totally comment on my main video discussing Satania's appeal as a whole. It should be around the screen somewhere. Plus, check out my other Satania videos if you'd like. We've got a music video, as well as a video discussing the character songs from Gabriel Dropout and Satania's role in them. Maybe check it out, cause these character songs aren't terribly well known in the first place. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Necrosnake 2, Hail Satania.